Sometimes the only way out of the situation, the only way breaking free from the situation is to come like face diving towards it as if you're going to hit the ground and crash and burn and fall apart into a million bajillion pieces. Also, we have Rudy visiting us. He is not meant to be there. But sometimes it has to feel like unbearable. Like you just cannot go on with this any longer to have that breakthrough. Like if you feel like you're falling apart, if you feel like, you don't know whether to go left or right, you don't know if the solution is going to find you, if you feel like you can't go any further and you're like, when is the help going to come? When is the money going to come? The love going to come? The health going to come? The miracle going to come? It is right here. The reason why you're at this like dire situation, this thing that you've been trying to figure out for so long, is because this was the best way. It might be the hard path. Maybe you've chosen to live in this lifetime in more of like the fast track to healing, and that was with a purpose. That was with a really big purpose, and everything that you've learned has formed these like codes within you, and as you move through this planet, you are carrying those codes and you are delivering them to everybody who is like a vibrational match for them. So you not only have healed yourself, but you are healing others just by being you, just by creating whatever you're creating now. I know it's sometimes hard to see, but you've made it so far. You have made it so freaking far, and you are in a place right now that you dreamed of being years and years ago. Maybe it's not everything that you want. It never will be. That's the thing. Your desires, they're never going to stop, right? You're never going to be satisfied in the way that, everything is just perfect. You're always going to have desires. That's part of being a creative being here on this planet. You get to have this ability to create. And what comes with that is desire. And you're always going to have it. Some people have it in different ways. If you're like a Sagittarius moon, then the way that you're feeling all the time is that your desire is to be somewhere, is to travel more, right? I live on a farm in Italy, and I'm always feeling like I need to be somewhere else. I need to travel somewhere else. That's my desire. That's my makeup. And I have to look at that and be like, okay, I see you. I understand. I know that that's part of me. And I also can be grateful for where I am. But when you're facing those really difficult times and you're just like, why am I here? Why am I with this person right now in my life who's teaching me all these horribly hard, traumatizing lessons? Why do I have to put up with them? Why am I being called to them? If you're in a situation with money and you're running out of money, you're looking at your bank account just going down and down and down and down and down. Things are getting more and more and more expensive. And you're like, how do I do this? And maybe you're just feeling so overworked and you're just getting so much more sick and sick and sick. And you don't have the time to just relax and heal. And you're like, how am I ever going to get healthy? This is all happening with divine timing. It is all divine intervention. The way that is happening, you are face diving towards the bottom so that you can feel everything. As you're diving and you're falling and you're about to crash and burn, you are seeing everything. It is heightened. The fears, the limiting beliefs, everything that is attached to the guilt, the shame, the embarrassment, the lack, everything that is attached to this thing that you're facing, it's there for you to look at it. And when you look at it with awareness and with truth, then you will alchemize it. You will alchemize it and you will set yourself free. This is the best way. This is the way that you were asking for, that you were praying for. And it probably doesn't feel so great right now, but that means that those things inside of you, they're coming up so that you can free them. You can't just move forward and pretend that they're not there. You have to address them. You have to bring the truth through them. And as you heal, you will set yourself free and you will set others on the planet free as well. It's your life path, your karmic path, your soul's agreement. It's something that you wanted to do. And it's okay. You're going to make it through this. Everything is going to be just fine. You are just fine. And when you can lean into that, you let go of attachment, things can come easier to you. When I look at my life right now, I'm in this like huge period of like birth. Like, I had that experience with Ladybug, who's my rescue horse, and her two babies didn't make it, and they're I didn't realize that there were two, but Chaos was a baby that I was anticipating for 8.5 months, and I was so excited to have a baby foal and all these things, and they didn't make it, and it was traumatizing. It was heartbreaking. It was tragic. And then a few weeks later, I had an accident with Ladybug where she trampled me, and I'm kind of walking right now, but I'm back on crutches, really, and so it's not better yet, and I was under her feet, and I thought I was going to die. I literally accepted my death, and it was this like near-death experience. And I remember last time I had a near-death experience, everything changed like rapidly. The next day I was a completely different person. The day before, before I died, I was afraid of everything. I couldn't eat gluten, dairy, sugar, soy, nightshades, all the things, right? And I was afraid of mold. I was afraid of living. I was afraid of exercise. I was afraid of all these things because that's what I thought that I had to be afraid of in order to heal my body. But I had this near-death experience where I went up to the above. I remember being in this place and I was just like, that's it. Like, I thought I had a bigger purpose. I thought that I had more to live for. And I made this agreement that if I went back, I would change the way that I was living. I would live for joy. I would live for fun. I would follow my own intuition again. I would take back my power. I'd given my power away to doctors, to other professionals, to everyone else, and I've called all of me back to me. And it's been a process. It's been like 5 years of calling all of me back and going to different layers and dimensions and realms. I shared that with you guys in a video recently about a mentee. I called a soul fragment back from there, and things have been changing since then. But literally, as that happened, that near-death experience, the next week was incredible. Like, there was life everywhere. The baby foal of Maisie, another pregnant horse, was born. The puppies were born. My puppy, Aslan, was born. These people came into my life who are just like the most divine. It's incredible. Like the synchronicities, I can't wait to share with you guys at some point more about that. But the synchronicities have just been incredible. It's been something that I've been waiting for. These things that have been coming into my life have been something that I've been waiting for my whole life. And it's just so fascinating to see what happens when you go towards what looks like the end. And just because I had a near-death experience, it doesn't mean that it's any different than like when you are thinking that, like, you know, you're just gonna die from your health, or like your health is so bad, you have chronic illness and there's just no answers. That feels like a near-death experience. Yeah, at some point you're just like, oh, fine, I give up, right? When your money's running out and you're just like, oh my God, I'm gonna be broke forever, and you're just like, I fucking give up. When you just like are looking for love and you just can't find love and you're like, okay, I'm just gonna be single forever. That's when the magic comes through. That's when the magic happens, because you let go of attachment, you let go of resistance, and you make space for things to come through. Whatever you have the most resistance to is going to have the hardest time to come in. You have all the things that you want already created. Every time you put a desire out there or you experience what you don't want, you create what you do want. And so it's already circling all around you, and it's waiting to come in. And all that it needs is for you to let go of attachment. And when you let go and you just be, and you follow the joy, and you follow the curiosity, and you trust in divine timing, you trust that everything that's meant for you will come to you in perfect timing, then everything that you want will arrive, and it will be better than you ever imagined. If you set your intention to be better than I ever imagined, it for sure will be. It probably will be anyway. So if you can just right now in this moment just say, okay, I let it go. I choose what I want. I know what I want. I want this, and I allow it to be better than I ever could have imagined, and I let go. If it never comes to me, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. If I never get this thing, I will be completely fine. And that's how you let go. You see how even if you don't have it, you'll be okay. And then you're like, okay. And then you alchemize it, and it's done. It can come in. But don't be like, where is it? Where is it? Because that's creating more attachment. So just enjoy the moment now. What in this moment, when this video is done, when I leave you in a few minutes, what could you do that will bring you joy, spark your curiosity, and will just like have you feel really good in your body and really like enjoying your time? Maybe it's just lighting a candle. Like when I light a candle in my little glamping tent over here, my actually big ass glamping tent, the vibes, they just change so much. When I put on my fire, I just started my fire, so it's warmer in there when I get in there. When I put on a fire, I'm instantly filled with joy. When I, listen to this, like one of my favorite new songs, and I just really focus on the song, I am in so much joy. When I go on Pinterest, I feel amazing. Like I love it. I am inspired. That's my favorite app other than YouTube. When I do things with my animals, when I go see Ladybug and I just stand out there with her, can't do much, but we just stand together. She smells and does whatever she's doing. She's like definitely healing. I shared a reel. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, I've been pretty active on there. But she's just been like healing my ankle. It's been really special. So I just stand there with her without my phone usually, or I'll have my phone like recording in a corner somewhere. And it's magical. And that brings me joy, like real joy. And I have curiosity learning about stuff and learning about like womanhood and this wild woman topic. And so I like reading my books. I like learning about neuroplasticity. It's like my curiosity's there. I like to read about it. I like just reading fantasy novels. That's a new thing. And so like just allow yourself to do the thing that you really enjoy. Be in that feminine, be in that flow, and then it gets to come in. That's been my big old message from the divine recently. It's like slow the fuck down and just relax and receive. And I've really been confronted with that with my ankle injuries because now my other one, it was like a tiny sprain. And now that one's bigger too. And the other one got worse because I pushed it too much in the beginning of the healing. And so now like both my ankles are messed up. So I really have to just chill. And I was talking with my therapist about it, and she's like, you're really meant to just tap into your feminine, into that flow, allowing Gaia to hold you and allowing, Source to be that masculine to provide for you. And so I've just been like in this little incubation period of like, okay, hold me. Send me what you want to send me. And it's interesting. It's amazing. And it allows these downloads to come through. And these wild creations, this wild and free women's mentorship. I'm now only working with women, and I'm super lit up about it. It was very divinely led and guided. So I have that link below if you want to have a call with me. I have my online community, which is starting in May. And so if you want to sign up for that, we will be a women's circle online. And then the thing that I will have a link for tomorrow is it's my wild and free women's retreat. And so I am really actually finally ready after a year of talking about it, opening the door to having the retreat here on the farm and close by, like some different locations. And so it will be in October, and it will be, I think 10, like the spots will be 10, maybe 15. Actually, if you're here with me right now and you're interested, men, you can give feedback too, but this is for the girls. I want to have 15. Like that's what I keep downloading or getting downloaded with. The B&B that I went to is magical. Like it is so beautiful. There's a river. I can see everybody journaling there. The inside is like this big vaulted ceiling living room. And there's like a fireplace. And I remember seeing a video. I think I've talked about this recently. I saw a video on Goop. It was like a Netflix series of Goop. And there was a breathwork thingy with Wim Hof. And they were in this living room. And it just reminds me of that living room. Like, I don't know what it is. It's a synchronicity. I think that is for sure the location. But they can only host like 10 people max. And so the feedback that I want from you guys is, would you be interested in if I got like these tents, like I don't know what tents, not like this tent, like that's too big, but some kind of tent, and I would put heaters in it and like make it nicer inside, and hopefully I have to ask the B&B people who are so sweet. It's this Italian couple, if they would be okay with it. There's this beautiful outside grass area right by the river, and so we put some of the tents there. So I think that I would have like 5 to 6 people staying in tents out there if you guys are open to it. Let me know what you think of that. It's like you'll still have access to the house and all of that. I personally would love it. Obviously I live in a tent. I don't really live in my van anymore. I like have all my stuff in there and then I live in the tent. So I think that's the vibes. And then I'm going to buy like an actual tent like this one, put it at the top of the hill here, and have like a fenced off area with some of the horses. And so we'll do like internal family systems with the horses, which is going to be so freaking magical. And I'm just watching little baby Force run, run, run. Arlo, no, get your butt over here. Get your butt over here. Come, 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 come. He's always trying to do naughty things while we're on these videos. And what was the other thing? Well, I want to have like the cutest picnics up there. So we'll have the horses around us, like on the other side of a little fence, but up there with us. And I want to do like fire ceremonies and obviously breath work and EFT and guided meditation and yoga and sound baths and journaling and having really nice, amazing food together. And sitting by the river, spending time in nature, like finding our womanhood, waking up that womanhood, that intuition, grounding again, like finding how to just be in flow and to let source and God provide for you as the masculine. So you never have to rely on a human or anything else outside of yourself. You have everything within you. Zimata. Surprised that worked. And yeah, I'm super lit up. I'm super excited. So I wish I had a link to put for you guys. Maybe I can. No, I can't. I have to talk with the B&B people first. And I also want your feedback on the tents. And then tomorrow, I hope to have a link to sign up officially and to reserve your spot. So love you guys. Also, if you want to sign up for Decondition and be with me for 12 weeks, I have that program. It's all about deconditioning the mind and setting yourself free, go at your own pace. And then I have my 21-day programs, which are 21 days to rewire your mind and 21 days to know your divine guidance. So divine guidance is all about talking with your angels and guides, learning that language. And then rewire your mind is about rewiring your mind, healing your nervous system, and stepping into your chosen timeline. So with all that being said, we will see you in tomorrow's video, hopefully with a link. And please let me know in the comments your feedback and your ideas on the retreat. I'm super excited. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.